Yo, Diego, I'm about to stream the sun just doing its thing on YouTube. You down to join and chat?
Oh, heck yeah. Let's get lit. We'll be watching the sun, but what if it's watching us too, man? Like, what do you think it's thinking?
Bro, that's some crazy stuff. But we might as well ride this wave and see where the sun takes us.
Howdy, howdy. It's been a windy, cool day today. Let me see what it's been like. Let me get in numbers, but it's been cool. Windy, which means I'm a little sniffly. Why do they keep doing that to me? It was it's 63 degrees now. It was up to, looks like it was up to 74, 73. It's already cooled off that much. Wow. Tomorrow will be less windy, but it'll be a little cooler. This is kind of nice. Kind of just chilled today. I've got the back of the Samsung doing the sunset this evening. Howdy, howdy, Wanda. Hot and windy there. Oh, it was nice and cool. I took a decent sized nap today. I don't know when I started napping. Ever since I got, well, no, I was napping a little quartzite too. I have to go out and do plant watering. All right. It was a dark and stormy night. Yeah. I think there's supposed to be like a trivia tonight or something. I can't remember. Yeah, I pointed toward the sun again. We don't have the flag. It's hard to get well, we have the very edge of the flag. But I thought I'd get more of the sun this time going down again. That was awful pretty. Andy's writing a story. Yeah, I know. I'm waiting to see what the next line's going to be. If we had enough people, we could do. You ever play that story game where one person writes one line, the next person adds to it, the next person adds to it? That's always fun to do. Maybe sometime when I know for sure what time I'm going to stream, a shot rang out. Oh, my goodness. All the dogs in the hood started barking. Although the traffic nearby seems to ignore the shot sounds. A gang of motorcycles rides on by. It was from Charlie Brown, Snoopy on top of the doghouse with a typewriter. That's funny. Can you hear the bikes out there? They'll leave as the sun's setting. They won't even wait for the bar to close. They don't like driving this mountain pass. And there's one on each side of me. They don't like driving the mountain passes in the dark, so they'll go as the sun's setting so they can get to where they're going before it's dark. Oh, we had such a nice message at the church today. It was the 23rd Psalm, which we all know, but he gave us some more background in those towns. When you pull up into these towns, you didn't have stores or restaurants or hotels. People would come out and invite you into their home. And then he said they would fill your cup halfway if they needed you to go and they didn't have room, or they would fill it all up if they wanted you to stay. It was really interesting. It was really, really interesting because I travel to a lot of places. And some places I feel welcome, and some places I don't. I go back to the ones where I feel welcome. But it's not about getting things, it's about visiting the people. And I just return to this spot as much as I can. So far, it was the first year and the second year, and then I missed last year because I was off doing something else. And back again this year. It's just the people are awesome here. I just really want to see the people. So I had to keep my other phone inside because I'm expecting I might be getting a call. Not sure, but they said to be ready for it. I haven't gotten a call about the camp hosting job. They called 2 of my references, and then I haven't heard about them calling anybody else. So they could just be taking their time because they don't want me to be there until I can be full time, because I have that week I'm going to be taking off. So that's what it could be. I'm hoping. I just find it odd that they called 2 references right away, and I haven't heard about the other 3. They needed 3 references. I gave them 5. I actually have more to give them. But one was from the convoy, and I'm wondering if they have issue that I was on the convoy. You know, things don't go super, super smooth. You start writing stories in your head. I need to stop doing that. I'm going to have my dinner late tonight. I made breakfast before church. Then I came back and made my bread. And I talked to this lady, and she said she soaks her grains and then she mills them. And I'm thinking, well, I can mill the coarser ground and soak them for 24 hours and get a really smooth bread and not have to keep filtering down to a fine powder, which would save time. And she said it helps with gluten, and also takes out some kind of acid that upsets your system. I can't remember the name of it. She said that takes part of it out. You need part of it for antioxidants, but you don't need as much as normally in there. So I'm going to be giving that a shot. I can't wait. Is that where the shot rang out? Maybe. A lot of dogs barking. What's up? I think tomorrow we get to prep the food bank. I can't wait to do some of that. That'll be fun. And then Tuesday's the food bank. We get to visit with people while they're getting their food boxes, seeing if they have any other kind of needs. A lot of times they just need to be heard. So I really enjoy visiting with them. I did get to go to Wolf Creek yesterday. Someone stopped by, took me to the creek with them, and her 3 little doggies. I walk up to the truck. The first time they were barking. The second time, they didn't care. I opened the door. As soon as I sat down, all 3 of them climbed on me, and we were ready to go. It was cute. And the day before, we visited with somebody, and I helped her set up for a quilt made. She's making a quilt in quotation marks out of the really soft blankets, the polyester ones. And I would love to see how that did. Then she said, well, she has these little pieces of material. She thought about getting a group together and showing one person how to sew, and we make pot holders. And I'm like, well, I could use some decent pot holders. So if I'm still here, I might get to do that. That'll be fun. Hey, Casey. How was your day? You know what I haven't done was turn back on Nightbot so we could type in weather and stuff. I'll have to play around with it. So my trip to Flagstaff is on. She should be up there about the 22nd. I'll be coming back a day early from Phoenix. And so I probably won't head up there for a day or two. There's a possibility I may be moving camp tomorrow. I don't know what's going on. We'll see. I think that's what the phone call is going to be about this evening. Not really sure what's going on. Just go with the flow. I'm just happy to be here visiting them. Oh, there was one person I didn't see today. I just realized it. Huh. I can't remember the name of the channel that had trivia on Sunday nights. Was it Traveling Fun or I don't know what it was called. I think it had the word travel in it. I do love trivia, even though I don't feel so smart afterwards. I did win trivia once, and it involved nursery rhymes. I'm really good at nursery rhymes, apparently. Here we go, subscriptions. Let's see if they did a scheduled one. Oh, Traveling Fools? Would that be it? Oh, that might be it. But it doesn't look like they put a scheduled one in. So I wouldn't even know what time they would come on. Oh, I'm a bit sniffly. Holy cow. Yeah, they told me, well, it's Traveling Fools channel. It looks like they do a trivia on a regular basis. Somebody told me it was Sunday night. So it'll either be tonight or tomorrow. Let's see, it says 6 days ago, but that's calculating hours. So I bet you it is tonight. I just don't know what time. And the Vicks talk about going somewhere for a trivia too. Maybe that's the same one. I'm going to run out to the truck and get more paper towels. I just used my last one. So I had a little visitor to my little camp spot, and he's like, I know you from somewhere, and I suggested Quartzsite, and he's like, yep, that's it. So I knew him from Quartzsite. It was still kind of interesting, though, because he was like describing water holes almost like he needed me to drive him somewhere. I'm like, I'm not driving a perfectly good stranger around. So I went in and got the guys and told him there was somebody out here that just seems like he needs something. Looks like they did give him a ride home. That might have been what he needed. I'm not really sure. That might be what the call was about. Who knows? Trash. I actually have my dishes done, except that I'm going to eat dinner after it's dark. And so now they won't be done. But they're done for now. Those clouds look very pretty this evening. Look at the glow from that one. Oh, so sweet. Where's my readers? There. So yeah, my big take from today was soaking flour. I'm going to be so excited to try that. I think I did a little bit, but I didn't do a whole loaf's worth. I just did the coarser stuff that didn't go through the fine sifter. I'll give that a try with my regular bread and see if it makes it softer. Then, if it does, then I'll be able to just use the coarser grind and get more of the wheat kernel in. I'm just thinking about this Snoopy on top of the doghouse. I'm like, my place does resemble a doghouse. All I need is a typewriter. I think there's another channel called Traveling Fun. I think it was Tommy Temper who had them on. And all I remember is the girl getting drunk and getting mad. Another time she did something silly. But I'm not sure. My memory's not so hot. Apparently there's stuff going on behind the scenes on some channels. I don't know what's going on. All I know is some people just don't know how to use a ban button. Or don't want to. I don't know why. I just don't. I don't have the strength to deal with that kind of stuff. I have limited energy. I need to focus it on what I can do and not fighting a cause that ain't related. That's my stand on what I do, not only because I don't have the energy. If I had the energy, maybe I'd be in there fighting right along with them. I don't know. A big possibility. I'm not one to really sit around and do nothing. And I'm rambling, I know. Can't think of anything to talk about. Oh, I hope everybody saw the Vicks on the interview last night. It was interesting. I don't know. I couldn't stop commenting in chat. I should have just shut up and listened, but I just thought it was fun. It was a good interview. But I remember the Sims Online. I actually got an invite in the alpha stage before it even went to beta. And in the alpha stage, they had wipes almost daily. And then we got to the beta stage, and there was one big wipe before they went into beta. And they'd have to do a rollback for a few hours or something, but they never did a wipes in the beta stage until they made it pay. And then they did the great wipe of, I can't remember what year. I used to call it the great wipe. It was funny. And then at the end, the places I was at, as they were shutting it down, we were online, and we're in there chanting, "Hell no, we won't go. Hell no, we won't go." And then we went. It was horrible because I was kind of shut in at the time. I had a lot of pain. I wasn't really allowed to leave my house much. And it was a shock to not have all those people in my life. That's how I got through my days. And so for the 3 days, I kind of sat in a daze, not knowing what to do. And then Ternua started by one of the developers. And I started playing that for a month or so. And then I got to where I didn't want to play it. It was too hard. And so then I tried Second Life and got assaulted in the game a few times because I couldn't even walk in 3D. And so I didn't play that game. And I went to things like, there was a game called Odin Quest. I played that for a few years. And it's a fighting game. And you do quests. And you don't really fight all the time. But I had one guy who was constantly trying to bully me. I ended up recreating a whole new account and building up strength. And they ended up fighting him and winning a lot of times. And we ended up being friends on Facebook for a while. It was interesting, very interesting. But when that game ended, a lot of people went in different directions. And so then I saw Tier New again. I went back to it. It was easier to play. It was actually very fun. But it was a flash game, and there was still a lot of lag. But you could mix trees and make different colors along with the cats and the animals, and you had a chance of getting a rare. It was kind of fun. And I had the rare slot because I had started way back when and never expanded the lot because I couldn't afford to. So I had the tiniest lot. When these other people started, they were giving away bigger lots. So I had a tiniest lot as a collector's item. And I kind of missed that game. I was willing to pay to have that game on a drive somewhere, but they never contacted me. I missed that one. It was kind of like a clicker game, something you kind of do in the background, not really very active. I mean, there were things you had to do once in a while, but it wasn't really very active at all. And then they kept telling us that Frieza was coming out. And I didn't want to try it until it was in beta. Well, it went into beta and then it crashed. So for a month, they couldn't get people in. And then I finally went and joined a month after the beta got released. And there was a lot of people playing. I really enjoyed it. I got up at 4 a.m. and played. And then I went on the convoy. And for a while, I did get up at 4 a.m. and continue, and then I stopped because we just started traveling really early in the morning and I couldn't get on. And for some reason, I just haven't gotten back to it full time yet. But every morning at 4 to 7, I would start my day off by getting my mind set in a good place. And then at 7, I'd log out of the game and go on and do the day. Oh, the icons don't show up here. Sorry. It's a pink hand waving, some kind of rainbow heart Philly thing, which I can't see the emotes. Wait, maybe if I go on this phone. I kind of like seeing the words for it because I don't always know what the emotes are, but it would be interesting. It'd be interesting to see what they look like. Oh, there we go. That's cute. I am a bit sniffly. I apologize. It's pretty windy. When it gets windy, I get sniffly. Sniffy, sniffly, whatever you want to call it. Look at the rays coming out from the sun washing over the building. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I said I was going to go on at 6:45. I ended up going on early because the sun was getting down there and it was pretty. It's good to see you too, Luke. Thanks for joining. Looks like you play guitar, looking on your stream. My brother also plays guitar. He plays with the band called Apologetics sometimes. It's with an X at the end and not a CS. They're a Christian parody band. Right now he's doing some mixing for them, so I guess they're going to be coming out with some new songs. They have every genre. They take and put Christian lyrics, or at least clean, fun lyrics, into all the secular music. Well, not all, but a lot of it. And they sound spot on. They are very good. That's what I listen to when I'm traveling. As some people heard on my drive here to wilhoit through the Granite Mountain, I had the music playing in the background. I have permission to play their music, so I won't get any strikes. They always put a copyright claim in because I didn't take the time to enter the copyright info. But that's okay. Copyright claim is not a strike. It's just saying that what you're hearing belongs to somebody else. They did music for Superbook, if anybody has kids that watched, or adults that watched the Superbook cartoons. They were also on, I don't know if it was American Idol or America's Got Talent, but they placed like third. And I don't remember what year it was. So if you look up Apologetics, the From Hair to Eternity album, that's my brother Wayne, who this year, instead of just happy birthday, have you gotten any interesting travel plans for this year? So I wrote back and told him I did, but all the money went to my repairs. But I still got interesting travel plans. There's a place I want to go see in Dateland, and I keep getting I would say my spirit calling me to go there for some reason. Some people say and things have happened there. I don't know. All I know is when I get a call and a very, very strong urge to go somewhere, there's always a reason. And if the time comes and it's time to go, then I will go. You never know. Wow, that's so pretty. There is a lot of brown cloud over that way. I can look up local fire map, see what's going on. Where's my readers? My glasses, one of them. I should turn on a light in here. That would be helpful. Didn't realize it was getting dark until I couldn't see where anything was. Oh, there we go. Let me look up the fire map, see what I can find. I should have these bookmarked, but I don't for some reason. I think I want Argus. I don't want to access a sign-in. I know they had a burn up near Camp Navajo where I like to go. Okay, why is it not showing me anything? Okay, well that's not a wait. Oh, yeah, there's the map. Okay, so there is something up in the mountains between Prescott and here. Let's see what it is. It's a purple square. That doesn't tell me anything. Pint fire. 0% or wait, incident size 0.01 of acres. That's wildfire, human caused. This morning at 11. It doesn't look contained yet. Okay, so that's pretty close. It's more north. Yep. All right. And then there's also a couple over here on 93. Wild horse fire. 25% contained. No, wait. It doesn't have percent contained. It's 0.25 acres. Wildfire cause undetermined. That was yesterday morning. But it doesn't appear to be contained yet. And where did other one go? Choya Ranch. 0.1 acres burned. Wildfire incident cause human. That was also yesterday morning. So, but we got one fairly close. That's probably why I'm sniffing like the dickens. Oh, there's a bigger one, a Wilbur fire. 474 acres. Type 4 incident. Undetermined cause. That looks pretty big. That's over by the 280. Cocachino. And the one up in it's 90% contained, but the one up by where I like to camp up at Navajo is still burning. So, but that's normal for this time of year. Not too many. But that's why I'm seeing the brown smoke. Did anybody do anything interesting today? I sort of napped, so I really didn't have much I did. I guess having bread for lunch made me sleepy, which is okay. All right, the rest once in a while. I still have to go over and video the little kittens. They're so cute. Just haven't done it yet. Maybe tomorrow. After the food bank thing. Will you have family in town? That'll keep you busy. It's always fun, too. I haven't had a family reunion forever. I saw my brother when the convoy ended and I was in Pennsylvania for a few weeks with my friend. He stopped by and visited. It was a nice visit. I hadn't seen him since my other brother's wife died. It was the last time I saw family. I didn't go when my mom died. She didn't want to hear from me, so I didn't think it would be appropriate to show up. So I didn't make the trip from Arizona to Pennsylvania or Virginia or wherever they did it at. You know, no matter what their wishes are, sometimes you just have to respect them. And my dad's funeral was in Missouri. I was able to go to that one, which was very hard. Probably the hardest thing I ever had to go through was losing my dad. And a lot of people are like that, especially when you have a good one. And he was more awesome than I knew. Didn't find out till later some of the stuff he did for me. He wasn't a proud person. He stayed behind the scenes on a lot of things. He must have had a really high trust in God. Wow, that's interesting how that sky just blocked it off and gave it kind of an almost ominous look on the right side anyway. Have not heard from Camp Hosting yet. They called 2 references. And then I haven't heard if they called the others at all. I'm just hoping they haven't gotten upset that I went on a convoy to protest. Yeah. It is camp hosting is a government agency. It's for the state forest, or the national forest, I mean. So, I don't know. I might be imagining things. Maybe they don't need me till the first because I'm going on this trip for a week or so. Possible. I kind of was hoping they'd get me in there so I can get trained, and then when I come back, they can open that campground, was my kind of thought. Get all the training in. That way I'd be set and ready to go on day one. But if I don't get the camp hosting job, I'll just be... Wow. It'd be kind of hard. I can't go to my normal Flagstaff. They're having fires close to that area. Unless the fire gets contained more. It's 90% contained. It might be. Otherwise, I'll have to go to other parts of Flagstaff area. We'll see. Can't really plan the exact area because the person I'm going to meet doesn't have enough time. Oh God, she's exhausted to even answer like what area and stuff. So I can't even make my plans at this point other than I'm going up camping somewhere. I think I might cut up a bunch of onion tonight for my beans. Hey Annie, how are you this evening? Sorry. Hey BJ, Misadventures. I've never heard of you before. Let me check it out. Oh, I gotta get into the YouTube. I'm blind. I keep taking the glasses off. I wish I could just leave them on and then I wouldn't have to hunt for them every time. Let me go check it out. Leave them on and then I wouldn't have to hunt. Sorry. You're doing good. Clean hair day. I'm having the sniffles. BJ's Misadventure. Let me go to channel. Joke of the days. Oh, that looks fun. Oh. Thank you. I'm not going to run a video right now, but it looks like a joke of the day. Looks really fun. Rolling down the highway. You've got a long beard. And the squirrel. How'd you get a view of the squirrel like that? Or is that just a screenshot? Okay. So you go live almost every day. Huh. I'll check it out. I'll do a temporary subscribe. If I like it, I'll stay. I have so many subscriptions, it's impossible to watch everybody. So please don't be offended if I don't stay subscribed, because I can't deal with hundreds and hundreds of subscriptions. But I will check it out. I do kind of like the joke of the day thing. And just because I don't stay subscribed sometimes doesn't mean I don't go back and watch things. There's people I continue to watch that are not on my subscribe list that I'll go and watch every day. So I tell people, don't subscribe unless you like the content and need the notifications. When I have the spare time, I'll go to other people who aren't on my subscribe list and catch up and watch some things. But I don't like really long lists with red dots. I feel like I have to go check all the red dots, and I can't make the red dots go away. I'm weird. I'm on the autism spectrum, is why I can't deal with certain things that seem silly. Hey, Tracy. How are you today? I saw on your channel that you had done a sunset. I haven't watched very many videos at all, actually, because I keep taking naps instead. I'll turn one on and fall asleep. If I'm not active in the chat, it's really hard for me to just sit and watch. I wouldn't know how to spell that. Anyway, I don't know how the Germans spell it. We got the love going around. We have a black heart. Oh, no, it's a white heart. It looked like a black heart in the chat. And we got a red heart with a flower. It looked like an anchor, and I'm like, what? Even though I'm on my laptop, they still show the icons as super tiny. Super, super tiny. It's hard to see them. I think it's a flower anyway. How come the icons show up for some people and then, like, let's see, Luke did this and it didn't show his icons? I don't know what the difference is. Robin Williams, Patch Adams, the Gesundheit Clinic. Oh, that was a fairly fun movie. The Rose, okay. Here. The boat up, but not here, I guess. We must be getting mail up on the top of that hill. Alright, I heard them shut the motor down, but I don't see the vehicle. Typos. Well, I can see that rose. How come it's a different rose? There's more than one rose, I guess. Yeah, Patch Adams is one of those movies I enjoyed back in the day, but I probably couldn't watch it now. I've cleaned my act up a little bit. And some of those things kind of bother me to watch them now, but back in the day, it was very entertaining. I really liked Robin Williams. When he committed suicide, it was devastating to me. I'd still have a hard time watching any of his shows or movies. It just breaks my heart. I felt connected to him. And for him to think he needed to do something like that is just, there we go. We got every flower in the field. I'm on the laptop right now. But I guess when you use the phone, you have different icons than when you're on a computer, maybe. Because on the computer, you use like a colon maybe and type in. Let me see if that works. No. Maybe it only does it on YouTube and not StreamYard. Let me take that back out. That's kind of silly. Oh, it don't let me take it back out. Alrighty. Whatever. What was his other movie that involved the school? The Dead Poet Society. I don't even remember what it's about, but I remember it being very deep for me. But I think one of my favorites was when he did Peter Pan. The Peter Pan movie. And I took my kids to the drive-in, and we didn't even listen to the track of the movie. We turned on other music and watched the movie. It was really fun. And when it got to the part where he has the pirate off the edge of the ship, the song I Want You So Bad came on. It was hilarious. We like to do a lot of that stuff. We would watch football games and play other music to it. The first one's a tulip. Oh, okay, that's why it's different. Yep. I haven't been able to watch his movies. It just hurts my heart what he did. And I can't get that out of my head enough to watch his movies again yet. But if I were to watch one, I would start with the Peter Pan one. I think I watched it one time with the movie soundtrack, but that was on TV after a while. But the first time I saw it, we played other music and watched it. I'm not even sure why we got into that kick, but it was fun. I was homeschooling the kids at the time. And we did weird things for entertainment. Like we'd turn on orchestra, piano, classical music. That's it. My daughter loved classical music. We would turn on classical music, get out the socks, and do a puppet show according to what we thought we were feeling from the music. And that's what we did for music class. It was really fun. A whole new way to connect. Instead of just listening and to words, you listen to the feelings of the music. I kind of miss a lot of those times. It'd be kind of weird to sit in here and be doing a sock puppet show by myself. Yeah, when I can bring myself to watch his movies, I will enjoy them again. Hey, J-Pole. Okay. Kind of laid back. I really need to have something fun to talk about instead of just ranting. Because then I end up repeating it. Oh, I went on Deb's stream. What was it, yesterday? And played the Hangman. And we're playing Hangman. And, what's his name was there? The other trivia person. Told me to go to bed. Who is it, Andy? No. I think he was in the stream. Yeah, Andy. It was Andy. Yep. That's who it was. Every time on Friday night, Andy would catch up, and I'd be like, "I smell a moose. Hi, Annie."
Howdy.
Put the sun back on. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Just making sure all the what do you call it? The mic is leveled out and everything. It's down in settings.
Oh, yeah, it sounds good. Hey, Carrie.
There we go. Audio.
That's another person I haven't subscribed to, and I'm not sure why.
There we go.
Or maybe I did.
I'm here. Yep.
Yeah. You're here. You're here.
Let the bells ring out and the banners fly. I know it's too good to be true, but I'm here.
No, I haven't subscribed to Mags America. I'm not sure why. I'll have to look. Yeah, I don't know why. Mag Americans, that's it.
I've got a good cartoon of Mag Wheel in a dishwasher. The guy said the wife is out, only 3 more to go.
Oh, because it's mostly political, and I haven't been doing political stuff. That's why. But you said he's live right now. Oh, it's not showing live.
Oops. Where am I going?
Okay, yep, that's why. It's a heavy political with, yeah, I'm not able to do that right now because my state of mind needs a vacation. I'll resubscribe later. But I go and watch occasionally. When I'm having a good day, I'll go pull up the channels I'm not subscribed to and go watch. I just can't handle a list of hundreds and hundreds of subscriptions. Right now, let me see how many I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 24, 36, 48, 50, somewhere around about 52 subscriptions, and that's too many. And every time somebody posts, there's a red dot by it, and I can't stand the red dots. I have to go to the channel and go check the videos to make the red dot go away. Is that weird?
No.
It drives me crazy. That's why I can't have too many subscriptions. 50 is enough, and I have to go and make all the red dots go away. It's like when I'm playing the game and you get a red dot that signifies that you've gotten a prize or something. And I can't stand to see the red dots in the game. I'm always having to fill them up. Wow, Tracy's got nearly 1,000. That's pretty good.
Wow.
Yeah, Carrie's like that too. Yeah, I have my list of people I'll go to, but yeah. So when I'm checking somebody out, I'll put them on the subscription. But if I unsubscribe, it's because I can't keep up. Some people you have to be subscribed to participate. You're quiet today. It's your hair washing day, or you already did your hair?
No, my hair got done yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, clean hair yesterday.
I cleaned mine on Friday. I gotta get.
It's getting cut on Friday, just about a ½ inch maybe.
Wow. Yeah, mine's not growing very much because I don't get it trimmed on a regular basis. But I did last week wait till Friday to wash it instead of washing it midweek. It gets kind of where I can't stand it, but I have to let it go for a week. In order to switch off a shampoo, I have to be able to just get hot water and rinse it. But I have friends who are completely off shampoo, and they have the softest, purtiest hair. So I'm trying to get myself off the shampoo.
I use Sunlight dish detergent, or Dawn will do.
Oh, yeah, I used to do that, man. It ate my hair up.
Ate your hair. Whoa.
Well, it made it really, really dry. Took all the oils out.
Yeah. I was told yesterday by an East Indian fella, his little daughter had a braid that was like 2 inches wide, and way down, like almost to her knees if she let it out. And he says they use a lot of coconut oil in their hair.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that too.
Yeah, it's really good for your hair, and it's totally water soluble.
That would be interesting.
Yep, coconut oil. You can cook with it. You can eat it with it. You can use it in your hair. You can use it for.
Oh, I've heard using it in your mouth can actually heal cavities and things. I'm telling Carrie his lizard deserves its own channel. That would be fun. Yeah, I'm a little afraid of getting too much oil. I think I tried coconut oil once, and it just felt like a grease bomb. I couldn't get it out. Had to shampoo it out.
Yeah, coconut oil is totally water soluble. Totally.
Why wouldn't it come out then? That was weird.
Might depend on the coconut oil.
Maybe.
Yeah, but it is totally water soluble, and you can cook with it, and you can just have a spoonful of it. I can't remember what else is good for it. A whole bunch of things.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some and try the mouth thing and see if I can heal the gum disease. I still have all my own teeth.
Yeah.
But they're starting to chip away. I'm not happy about that.
No.
And I have that fake one in the front. It's half fake. I fell between 2 stages when I was 9 years old, broke it in half. and I have a cap that I got when I was 19. It's come off a couple times. I just glue it back on. But I think I opened a door in my face and put a hole in it, and that's why it's got a black spot now. Oh, it's on his community page. That's funny. Wow. I thought I'd be getting more color in the direction of the sunset, but I'm not. I'm just getting really dark clouds over that way. Are we supposed to get rain? Well, that would be interesting. No, it's showing clear. Huh. Interesting.
Aw. Carrie's musings. My lizard is sitting, watching me as usual.
Yep. Acts like he wants to be famous. That's why I said, make him famous, Carrie.
Yeah.
He deserves a channel of his own. And Carrie says he's on his community page.
Oh, cool.
I think the dude needs his own channel of shorts. Every day, a little message from the little lizard.
I think though. I mean, if the one from the what is it? The commercial with the the gecko guy, the Australian gecko.
Well, it's like BJ's Mess Adventures. I went and looked at his channel. He does a daily joke. That's cool too. I'm gonna have to check that out. I marked them so I could check them out.
I like the idea of the lizard page. Yeah, definitely. Oh, that would be wonderful. That would be totally wonderful.
Daily wisdom from the lizard would be really cool and fun.
Well worded, Wendy. Well worded. That's too cool.
We know lizards have much wisdom to share.
I helped a little iguana guy, and I fed him a banana. over in Washington State there in Squim. And yeah, it was way up in the mountains and everything. And yeah, it was just interesting. The little guy was just chomping away in a banana, but he was as big as a banana.
Wow.
So,
No, I remember in Hawaii, we pulled all the tails off the lizards.
Oh,
because I found out just before we went to Hawaii that they grow them back. So we were pulling all their tails off. My mom got mad. She's like, "There's not a lizard in here with a tail." Pulled them all off.
Well, Carrie's musings. It sounds like his lizard has a tail to tell. Yeah, they do grow back.
On the community page. Let me see. Oh, he's on the curtain. Or the blinds. He wants to be famous. You know he does.
Oh, gesundheit, Wendy.
I've been sneezy all day.
Oh.
It's got to be the fires now that I'm seeing the smoke out there. I can kind of smell it now, but I was napping, wasn't quite awake at first. Did you see Carrie's? I went and looked at Carrie's zip lining thing, and they were talking about him being a pro.
Oh, look at the cat eyes on that. Bright blue eyes. I just subscribed. Yeah, we need a lizard. We need a lizard. Daily lizard.
He said short made. Did he just do it?
The daily lizard. How about that one? A daily lizard. Ah. Oh no, it's a tree. It does. It looks like a tree on the side there. Where's the lizard? I want to see the lizard.
My tiny little rapids got like over 1,000 views.
Your little what?
I did a little tiny short on the Wolf Creek that I went to yesterday.
Oh.
And the one I titled Tiny Rapids has 4.3K views. Holy cow.
Wow. And we'll check that out.
What? I wonder if I could show it. I bet you I can.
I bet you can too.
I gotta share the screen after it pops up. Great. It's a real short one. Then I got, whoops, that ain't it. There's the other one. Then I got the one with more of the crick. There we go. I had to skip the kid as fast as possible. That wasn't with our group. He sat there with the shoe most of the afternoon.
Oh, wow.
That water was so cold I couldn't even put my feet in it.
Yeah, well, come on over to the Pacific Ocean. It's about 38 or 39 degrees.
Oh, you mean Celsius. Or Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit. I don't talk in Celsius.
I don't know. A lot of people up there do.
I was just getting out of school when all that stuff started kicking in, and I thought, nope. And we traveled down to the States so much that I just kept it the regular one.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was. I got cold last night, so I'm just trying to get out of this. I'm not cold now.
Yeah, it was pretty warm in here last night. I kept like cracking the window, and then it would breeze would go through, and I'd get cold, and I'd shut the window. I just didn't sleep very well last night. There was a lot of noise out there. Somebody was riding a 4x most of the night, like racing, and I don't know what they were doing all night, but it's like, leave me alone. I want to sleep. And then one of the people offered to pay for me to camp at the dry camp, and then he asked, "Well, they have bathrooms and showers?" I'm like, "No, they don't have anything up there except shade." I said, "Right now, I feel like I need to be here because people are driving past." And that's how I ended up going to Wolf Creek, is she didn't want to go by herself, and she was going anyway. And then she drove past and saw me, picked me up, so she didn't have to go by herself. I'm like, I feel like I need to be here so people can stop by and visit, have something to do. Hey, Deb.
Howdy, Deb.
That's who I was playing hangman with yesterday. When Andy told me to go to sleep. Or did he tell me to go to sleep before and was reaffirming it that night? I don't know. But did you see? Oh, are you on Vic BC's live trivia thing? I think I saw you there.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I saw their interview of how they met.
Oh, wow.
Last night on the Gray Pill thing. That was kind of fun.
He's from Florida and he came here.
Yeah.
I wanted to go. Wait a minute, something's wrong with that.
I don't know. Florida is not such a happy place, parts of it.
Oh, no, I was in Daytona where I went to school. I could have stayed down there forever.
Oh. Yeah, I visited. I didn't like the humidity.
I didn't notice. I was on a motorcycle all the time, or working.
Oh, yeah. I was down there visiting, and I'm like, I can't tolerate this humidity. I don't remember who I visited last time I was there, but we were like in a mobile home park. It might have been my ex's family. Because my uncle lived in Florida until Hugo wiped out his house and his collector car. And then they moved up to Pennsylvania.
Oh, my God.
But he's gone now. But yeah, they tried to make it down there for the recovery. They were staying in a camper, and I don't know. I think they just gave up because the rescue efforts were so slow. It was months and months after Hugo, and they still hadn't gotten help. So I think they left, took their insurance money, and left.
Yikes! The motel I used to live in, it got wiped out by a hurricane.
Wow, yeah.
And the lady had owned it for 50 years. They were good friends, too. And yeah, the motel was right across from Taco Bell, which is great. So you get the soft tacos for like 79 cents a piece. I lived on them, literally lived on them. But the whole motel, my little cottage at the back where Buddy and I lived.
Oh, sorry. They're starting the movie trivia now.
On the VIX?
No, Traveling Fools. I found out while I was on VIX that Traveling Fools has a Sunday night trivia game.
Oh, cool.
And they're still playing their like introduction right now. But I kind of want to check that out too. And I'm getting hungry.
Friend that helped me out while Amy was in the shop getting all fixed, and that's my car. But anyway, and so he wanted to buy some cedar trees, and we didn't make it because the store had closed. But anyway, went and had something to eat, and I was telling him about the VIX trivia night. And what was it? The song yesterday was written to the tune of what song? And I thought Scrambled Eggs, because it was on Jimmy Fallon. And so we came back here, and I called it up, and no, he was laughing so hard. So Scrambled Eggs. All I have to do is say that, and he just cracks right up. Yes, Scrambled Eggs. So anyway, so we were up and we went outside, and he was going to leave. It was we're both night owls, And so anyway, and went out by his vehicle where the landlord told him to park it. And there was an owl out there. And so I had a talk with the owl for a while.
Oh, interesting.
He only had 4 hoots to him. The one down at my previous place had 5. He goes, whoo, 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 whoo. I guess that was 6. But yeah, the one last night when I was going, whoo, 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 whoo. And I was trying to get the right tone, but he kept answering back. And it was just, it went on for about, half an hour. No, maybe 20 minutes or so. But it was so cool. And we don't get owls around here very often. He was across the street, and he was usually over in the vacant lot next door. But I just thought, there's an owl, and I thought, I'm going to talk back to him. And so I did, and he kept hooting back, which was very cool.
There, I put a link to Traveling Fools Trivia.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
So I think I'm going to head out and get some food and play some trivia.
What are you
I
going to
know
have?
it seems like such a short visit, but that's the way it goes sometimes, I guess.
What are you going to have to eat, Wendy?
Huh? Oh, I'm going to have my beans, and I have beef hot dogs now. I ate up the disgusting turkey ones. So I'm going to cut up a beef hot dog, add turmeric, salt, add my beans. And I'm thinking of cutting up onion because it'll help reduce more inflammation.
Yeah, when you mentioned beans the other night, I just had to crack open mine too. I have beans.
Oh, I make them from dry in the Instapot. It's like sprouting them. It doesn't upset your stomach as much. And I put like 2 tablespoons of cumin in a pound of beans, and coriander is 3 or 4 tablespoons. I just load it up with spices.
Oh, wow.
Mostly anti-inflammatory ones. Well, because I put the penne pasta in it, that's not anti-inflammatory. And beans are not anti-inflammatory, but... Okay, Carrie says the short is up about the lizard. I tried to look. The first time I didn't see it. Let me see. It's not showing up yet, Carrie. I guess they got to process it first before it'll show up. But I will check it out as soon as he comes up.
Very cool. Yeah, we need some lizard love.
Yeah. What's Compy? The lizard's name? Okay, well, I'm gonna go head out because I'm very hungry. Thanks for joining, Annie.
Thank you for coming on, Wendy. And I was watching. Then I thought, clean hair day, so I took advantage of the moment.
There you go. Well, yeah, I usually don't put us on video when the sun's setting.
No.
But if I'm on longer, I will. I don't know if I'm gonna have to move camp tomorrow or not. But there's no trivias or anything tomorrow night, so we might be able to just do a panel.
What was this work you were talking about? You're starting a new job?
Camp hosting. I'm thinking of it. I applied, but they called 2 of my references, and then they haven't called anymore. And one of them was because I volunteer at every place I go. I usually do volunteer stuff, so I picked someone from the convoy, and I don't know if they had issue with me being on the convoy or not. So I don't know. Maybe she's just taking her time because she doesn't want me to start till the 1st. I'm not aware. But anyway, well, I am going to head out now. I'll see y'all tomorrow night.
Okay, thank you, Wendy, and good to hear. And
see whoever's heading over to trivia. I'll see you there. All right.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Night to everybody in the chat too. Wow.